Have you ever wondered how to lose fat without losing muscle? It's a question that plagues many, a struggle that often feels like an uphill battle. The fitness world is rife with conflicting advice and misinformation, making the task even more daunting. But what if there was a path forward? A method that could help you achieve your goals. A method that doesn't require you to sacrifice hard-earned muscle while shedding unwanted fat. Enter Mike Mentzer, a man who revolutionized workout routines with his high-intensity training method. Who was Mike Mentzer, and why should you care about his training method? Well, Mike Mentzer was more than just a bodybuilder. Born in the late 40s in Pennsylvania, he quickly rose to prominence in the world of physical fitness, becoming the first competitor to receive a perfect score in the Mr. Universe competition. His accolades don't stop at bodybuilding. Mentzer was also a philosopher, author, and fitness guru. He was known for his analytical skills and analytical approach to bodybuilding, which led to the development of his unique training method, known as high-intensity training. This method, which emphasized shorter, more intense workouts, was revolutionary at the time and continues to be influential today. Mentzer believed that traditional workout methods were inefficient and that his high-intensity training could yield better results in less time. His ideas challenged the status quo and ultimately changed the way many people approach their workouts. Mentzer's unique approach to train, known as high-intensity training, has changed the face of fitness. What exactly is high-intensity training and how does it work? Let's dive right into it. High-intensity training, often abbreviated as HIIT, is a strength training approach that emphasizes the importance of maximum effort in a short amount of time. The philosophy is simple: train hard, train briefly, and then crucially allow your body ample time to recover. Imagine your workout is a sprint, not a marathon. The key is to push your muscles to their limit during each exercise, really making each rep count. This might mean fewer reps, but trust me, if you're doing it right, you won't feel shortchanged. You're aiming for quality, not quantity. Now you might be wondering, but won't I lose muscle if I'm not constantly working out? The answer is a resounding no. In fact, it's quite the opposite. This is where the beauty of high-intensity training truly shines. You see, when you work your muscles to their maximum capacity, you're creating micro-tears in the muscle fibers. Don't worry, this is a good thing. These tiny tears are essentially a call to action for your body, signaling it to rebuild and strengthen the affected areas. This is how muscle growth occurs. But for this to happen, your body needs adequate time to recover and rebuild. Here's the catch though. If you're constantly tearing down your muscles without giving them time to recover, you're going to end up losing muscle, not gaining it. This is where high-intensity training's emphasis on recovery is so important. By allowing your body the time it needs to repair and grow, you're actually promoting muscle preservation, even while you're shedding fat. So in essence, high-intensity training is a balancing act, a dance, if you will, between intense, focused workouts and sufficient recovery time. It's about working smarter, not harder, and understanding that rest is just as important as the exercise itself. High-intensity training, when done correctly, can help you lose fat without sacrificing muscle. And there you have it, the basics of high-intensity training. It's not about spending endless hours in the gym, but rather about maximizing the effectiveness of the time you do spend. It's about understanding your body, respecting its limits, and allowing it the time it needs to grow stronger. So what are the key principles of Mike Mentzer's high-intensity training method? To begin with, intensity training. Intensity is the cornerstone. When we talk about high-intensity training, we're talking about pushing your body to its absolute limits during each workout. It's not about the length of the workout or the number of repetitions. It's about the effort you put in. Every set should be performed with maximal effort, pushing your muscles to the point of momentary muscular failure. This is the high-intensity and high-intensity training. Now, intensity doesn't mean reckless workout without proper form. It's a calculated, controlled effort. You're not throwing weights around haphazardly. You're performing each rep with precision, taking your muscles through their full range of motion and maintaining control of the weight at all times. The second principle is the role of rest and recovery in Mike Mentzer's method. Rest is equally as important as the workout itself. After pushing your muscles to their limits, they need time to recover and grow. This isn't a program where you're in the gym 7 days a week. In fact, Mentzer advocated for a lower frequency of workouts, often recommending only 2 or 3 sessions per week. This allows your muscles the time they need to repair and grow stronger. However, rest doesn't mean inactivity on your off days. You should be focusing on good nutrition, and getting these are critical components of recovery. And remember, overtraining is a real concern with high-intensity training. If you're not giving your body the rest it needs, you're not going to see the results you want. The final principle is the concept of training to failure. This is a key aspect of high-intensity training. In simple terms, training to failure means pushing your muscles until they can no longer perform the exercise with good form. When you reach this point, your muscles are failing, fully fatigued, and you've stimulated them to grow. Training to failure doesn't mean pushing yourself to the point of injury. It means pushing yourself to the point where you can't do another rep without compromising your form. It's about pushing past your comfort zone, but not past your body's capabilities. And there's a mental aspect to this as well. Training to failure requires mental toughness. You have to be willing to push yourself to embrace the discomfort and to keep going when your body is telling you to stop. In conclusion, the key principles of Mike Mentzer's high-intensity training method are intensity, rest and recovery, and training to failure. It's about pushing your body to its limits, giving it the rest it needs to recover and grow, and having the mental toughness to push through. These principles are the pillars of Mike Mentzer's high-intensity training method, a regimen designed to maximize fat loss and muscle retention. How can you incorporate high-intensity training into your own fitness routine? Let's dive into the practical application of high-intensity training, or HIIT. For starters, determining workout intensity is crucial. This is not about how much you sweat or how hard you breathe. Rather, it's about the level of effort you're putting into each exercise. The goal here is to reach muscular failure, which is the point at which you can't perform another repetition of an exercise without compromising on form. This is your signal that you've pushed your muscles to their limit, triggering them to grow stronger and more efficient. Remember, intensity should be high and volume low. You're not aiming to spend hours in the gym, but to make each minute count. A single set of each exercise performed to failure should suffice. Now let's talk about rest. In the context of HIIT, rest isn't just the brief pause between sets. It's the days you take off between workouts. This time is essential for muscle recovery and growth. You might be thinking, but I'm used to working out every day. Well, with high-intensity training, less is more. Training too frequently can lead to overtraining and insufficient recovery, impeding your progress. A good starting point would be 2 to 3 workouts per week with at least 1 day of rest in between. Listen to your body. If you're still feeling sore or fatigued, take an extra rest day. Finally, let's touch on safety. Training to failure is intense. As the name implies, it's crucial to use proper form and control throughout each exercise to prevent injury. If you're new to this, consider working with a trainer or spotter who can provide guidance and support. It's also important to warm up. This is high-intensity training in action. It's tough, it's demanding, but the potential rewards are immense. High-intensity training, as the name suggests, involves short bursts of extreme effort. This kind of intense workout can stimulate your body to burn fat more efficiently. But what's even more appealing is the ability to retain and even build muscle mass while shedding unwanted fat. But let's not sugarcoat it. High-intensity training is not for the faint-hearted. It requires determination, resilience, and effort. And above all, consistency. It's not uncommon to feel overwhelmed, especially during the initial stages. But don't let this deter you. Remember, every drop of sweat, every moment of discomfort is a step towards a fitter, leaner you. And here's a tip to help you stay on track. Listen to your body. If you're feeling overly fatigued, or if your performance starts to decline, it could be a sign that you need to dial back the intensity or take a rest day. Remember, the goal is not to break yourself, but to build yourself, to sculpt a body that is as strong and resilient as your spirit. High-intensity training as pioneered by Mike Mentzer could be the key to losing fat without losing muscle. Are you ready to give it a try? If you have watched until the end of this video and think you have learned anything new or anything of value, please don't forget to press the like button and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with all the videos. Don't forget to press the bell icon as well. Stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you.